Hello, everybody, and a warm welcome to the Property and Investor Podcast. I'm your host, Paul Lanfear. You'll notice that this is a different podcast. So this is part of the mini series of the Inner Circle All Stars, who are people that I've had the pleasure of working with as part of my lifestyle business group for this year. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce Nyama. Nyama, how are you doing?
Hi, Paul. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you very much for coming on the podcast. Now, you're a little bit under the weather. I'm a little bit under the weather because it's the festive season, but we're going to battle through as best we can. So,
Sounds good.
so let's take it from the top. Tell us who you are. Tell us what your business is.
So Nyama Johnson. I'm in the Northeast, and I've been investing in property since 2012. I was an accidental landlord, and then became had a whole experience, and then became properly like professionally trained in it since 2021. I set up my trading business in 2022. So I've been in and done various deals with investors and that who want to invest in the Northeast. I've got two properties of my own, which I've got through creative strategies through vendor finance. So using the property training and putting it into action.
Hmm.
And then I've got those properties out to a social housing provider. And I'm looking to get more into service accommodation in 2026.
Sounds good. And when you started the Inner Circle, which was a year ago now, like, where were you? Where were your business? What were the sort of challenges that you were experiencing?
So it seems like a long time ago now, but looking back,
Isn't it?
looking back, I was quite conflicted, I think, because I had lots of obviously the family life, full-time job, working in the property business as well. And I had over the years, I think it's benefit of doing lots of different property trainings and things and being educated on different things. But sometimes it's also can be a bit of a minefield and it following the shiny penny a little bit. I was doing that and I was focused on that, and then actually wasn't really getting as much done as I wanted to. So that's where my mindset was at the start of this program.
Yeah, and I think you can be kind to yourself in that respect. I think that's really understandable. We are in the trading space, like bombarded by like a constant stream of new ideas necessarily, and I think a lot of people can relate to that. So, how did Inner Circle help, and kind of what insights have you had after this year that we've had together?
So, because of the different strategies and the obviously got different business ventures as well, and family pressures, ill family and things like that as well. So, in terms of the program, it helped me give some clarity to my mindset and about setting out the roadmap was a really good task at the beginning of the year. Instead of trying to go it alone and thinking that you're doing, shall I be doing this? Is the right thing, right approach? So having that mentorship and that to guide you through a process was really useful to me. So that was really useful. And also, I thought the we were doing when you were teaching through different sessions on different months and with the different topics. Some of them were really interesting, especially around like financial management, from a business perspective, and then other things that you brought in that I hadn't explored yet. For example, stocks and shares. It gave you insights on that, gold thing, and other elements that one day in the future I might be interested in looking into. But then at that point in time, I didn't know much about it. So the monthly sessions I thought were useful.
Brilliant. That's very good. And I think this thing of we are artificially, I think, given the impression that we have to do it all ourselves and that this is like a solo journey. And that is, I fundamentally don't believe that is useful or true. I think we are tribal creatures. I think we are community tree. Like we're meant to be in villages with like 100 people, and going on the path together. I mean, that's certainly how I feel about it nowadays, having gone solo too long, too many times. Um, so tell us a little bit about the future. What does the future look like? You've got loads of exciting things on. So yeah, give us a
Yeah,
what the
yeah, I
future
have.
look like.
I think where shall I start?
Yeah.
So obviously I've got my property business as well, for my own portfolio. I'm growing, but I'll be doing that slowly over time. And I'm still helping other people with their investments in the Northeast. But also I've really found some more like clarity this year about what I don't like
Mhm.
doing. And some of those sessions have helped me with that end of year reflection that we did recently. Is one of my main things I really don't like and doesn't sit right in my heart is tenant management.
Mm.
because when I've been like helping other investors who have portfolios up here, and it's just like for me, my personal journey, it was quite a bit of a drain on my time. And you
Mhm.
either feel like you're good at one area of life or things that you can hand over and leverage other people's time. So it's helped me clarify what I don't want to do is tenant management. I thought I wanted all these HMOs. I don't.
Yeah.
Which helps me in terms of knowing that I want to focus more on the social housing side to help people have a home, but
Hmm.
also the service accommodation because there's the areas of the northeast that are booming in that. But also, I've really found that I really want to serve. I get that feeling. I used to work in the police for many years, not as an officer, but behind the scenes. And that feeling of giving back and helping is really part of where my heart lies. So, in terms of what I'm doing for next year in the future, I'm launching currently the process of it as we speak. A podcast and well, sorry, a membership, and it'll be supported by a podcast and a book. And the membership is about helping aspiring property investors who aim to get the first few deals over the line and they're determined to succeed but struggle with like procrastination or being consistent each week or just feeling overwhelmed. So in my membership, I'll be helping them to achieve like weekly progress, like build momentum and stay accountable so that they finally get closer to achieving the lifestyle goals that they're aiming for. I mean, at the end of the day, people in this property journey do it because they've got goals, maybe for the family or finances. And a lot of people pay expensive property training, and a lot of them just drop off and just go back to the full-time job, which is such a shame. And it's a housing crisis in this country. So if I would like this membership to really help those specific niche of people who are really determined to get there, and they just need a helping hand each week to stay focused and get some clarity.
Hmm.
So that's my membership, and it's called the Key Achievers Club, or the website is www.thekeyachievers.club. So yeah, and I'm also writing a book about property for new investors, and I'm building the podcast as well, which will support both of those. So it's going to be busy 2026.
And it's really interesting listening to you talk about it in that it is so obviously hardwired into your DNA that, this is something that is really connected. Your mission is just that. Like, it is that. It's like a mission driven by purpose and meaning. And as you've heard me say before, like I think there is a crisis of meaning. People have no purpose, and that is obvious to see, unfortunately, sometimes. But you are so like mission driven, like this is so part of your DNA that I would say it would be impossible for it not to be a success, because I think that is, and obviously you're a fundamentally good human being who wants the best for people, which um,
Thank you.
I think people watching, listening to this podcast will get, and I hope that they will seek you out. So, in terms of the year that we've had together as the Inner Circle, like lifestyle business group, if somebody, people are bombarded with information, and so I think it's my kind of honest question to you is, if somebody was thinking about Inner Circle, what is it you would say to them?
I would say to give it a try, but and to go with it into it, knowing that you're going to have year-round support, that
Hmm.
you're on the end of a WhatsApp group chat with a lot of insight to help have that handhold sometimes and the people not sure what to do or if they've got the most random of questions you've usually got something going on there to actually really help and guide people and you do it from your heart and you do it because you want to serve and I think if people want to go into a circle and they've got a bit of either confusion or they're not quite sure what they need, I think you can help them give that clarity.
Hmm. Very good. Yeah. Clarity. That definitely makes sense. That definitely resonates. I think that's
The
definitely what
word of
we
the day.
need. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is the word of the day. And I think it's very relevant to the world that we live in now, where we are, as I say, bombarded with information. So if people have listened to you and have been interested in learning a bit more, which I'm sure they have, what's the best way that they can connect with you? Where can they find you, basically?
Okay, so obviously I've mentioned my website there, but also if you want to reach out to me personally, I'm probably more active on Facebook.
Hmm.
So if you just search for Nyama Johnson on Facebook, there's usually only one, and that's me.
Fantastic.
But yeah,
Excellent. Well, look, Nyama, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for doing this as well. It's lovely to see you as always. And
And you.
yeah, it's been great to work with you. So thank you very much. And please do check in with Nyama, follow her, seek her out, and explore her membership site, which I think you'll find very interesting. Um, Thank you very much for listening, and look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.